My name is Gerard Purcell and I'm a VP of IT here at AZNext. I'm responsible for our business IT enablement function. I report to our CIO, Max Chang. AZNext, global distributor, electronics distributor, located in 45 countries and employs over 15,000 employees worldwide. So big organization. In my role, I have responsibility for two large groups. One is our Farnell business, which is an e-commerce catalog distribution business. And the second is a group that really looks after a lot of our global COEs and our bigger transformation initiatives, such as cloud migration, ERP modernization. So large complex initiatives roll up into my organization. I was introduced to Tekletics by our CIO, and what I saw was an opportunity provided to get local talent that really aligned well with our transformation initiatives. If you think of it, cloud migration, modernization, your core skills of the group aligned very well with some of the transformation initiatives we're driving. I'm partnering with ASU and Tekletics. We gained access to local talent, but we also got the opportunity to support the community. So we actually saw a bit of a win-win here for Tekletics, AZNext, and it really reinforces our commitment to the local community. It was interesting when I first got introduced to it. I really saw a quite innovative way to get a consulting engagement process. So some of these local engagement ones are generally internships or, take on someone in a short amount of time. What really I found appealing in the process was this was a normal engagement consulting process. SOW, commitment to deliverables, aligned with what we wanted to do from an initiatives perspective. So it was quite appealing to me when I first heard about the opportunity. I said, this is normal consulting 101. I think in our first conversations we engaged and you were like, no, I'm going to get an SOW. There is a cost. What was really enticing though was it was really easily described as offshore rates with on-premise resources. So locally provided talented teams aligning with our initiatives, but at a very attractive low-cost rate, which really was what I thought of as a win-win for both AZNext and Tekletics. Let's start where we have the team engaged. I think just to give you a bit of framework here, I know one of your core services is cloud migration or cloud services. Big part of our transformation here was enabling a cloud transformation program. We've created a cloud center of excellence, and if you think of a cloud center of excellence in our world, there's cloud architecture, there's platform engineering, FinOps, and then there's practically cloud migration. So we saw an opportunity to engage with Tekletics to support our CCOE. So actually, the team we have from Tekletics, we've assigned to our platform engineering group, and we've assigned to our FinOps group. And really, to bring it to life, the team is actually building cloud automation for us using Terraform, and they're building reporting and visibility in our FinOps practice, leveraging Databricks and Power BI. So they got assigned in there. They've ramped quickly, talented. I get nothing but positive feedback and praise on the engagement and the team. And I had the opportunity recently, I met two of the team. I met Cam and Ty, and really, to be honest, left a great impression with me in terms of willingness, eagerness, capability. And you look for that, I call it the X factor, the drive. They really want to make a difference. So I had the opportunity quite recently with one of your co-founders, Dan, and I met the two individuals, and I think you and I talked about this briefly at the start. The impressive backgrounds is what makes the difference. And we were just saying one of the team was ex-baseball player, the other was coming out of the military, I think. And really it was lovely to see the opportunity, but really more impressive was the engagement, the drive, the willingness to learn, and you could feel wanting to make a difference. I think of it as, it's starting to be like a core way for that I would look and consider, and AZNext would consider, how do we engage, create a pipeline of talent, and really in a very cost-effective, I'm going to say low-risk way, yet in a normal consulting agreement. So, I think it gives us the opportunity to keep building the talent, build really an ecosystem where, I can picture a pipeline over time where we're rolling in engagements with the resources. And to be honest, it's an easy engagement model with Tekletics. I mean, it's not a complicated engagement model. Particularly once you get your first SOW in place, you're set to go. We're all used to SOWs. And I think the other thing I think about is, I still go back to most IT people. We have commitments, deliverables, roadmaps. Nothing like an SOW and a commitment on the other side of the engagement that says, no, we're here to deliver. We're just not looking to get people in the door to do work. So I really think the model quite neat, and there, for most IT people, nothing different about the model. You think consulting, and it operates that way. And I think easily for me to picture how we move forward with further engagements, create the pipeline, and really easy execute. I think first think of it as normal consulting. There's a whole load behind the program, but when I thought about this, I said this is Consulting 101, Services Delivery 101. SOW, there's a commitment from Tekletics, that any IT leader should expect quality of resources, commitment to deliverables. It's the 101 of when we engage any services provider or engage any consulting provider. So I think IT leaders should think of it that way. There's nothing particularly unique about it. Where it gets differentiated in my mind is the opportunity to see the talent, engage the talent, and really, in all honesty, at a very competitive rate. So you're looking at offshore rates in a nearshore environment. And then ultimately for, most organizations, IT leaders, the extra benefit here, or the real key takeaway is, look, you're supporting the community, you're engaging in a program that, supports and develops local talent. And really, if you think of an organization like AZNext, we're hugely passionate about it. We put huge importance to it. And these programs they're really a win-win. They're a win-win for me and IT. And for AZNext, it just reinforces our commitment to development and the community. So, but start out thinking normal consulting and engagement, but then the extra piece comes to, the community piece of it as we engage. I look, we've had great success with it. It's been easy engage. Really like the talent we've seen. It's honestly, you do recognize it makes a difference. And I kind of bring it all together and still say you go the extra step. You're engaging for what really is an innovative program, brings benefit, you're giving back to the community, and look, it's kind of the win-win, and for AZNet it's hugely important. But as an IT leader, you get talented resources, you get a commitment to deliverables, you get to write SOWs, you get to argue on the SOWs, so it all feels normal. But if I had to take away the extra pieces, the pipeline, the talent, and the community engagement, it really is critical in this.